Dear viewer, I apologize in advance. This video is neither truly educational nor is it entertaining. Well, I hope it's not entertaining to you. If it is, please, seriously, don't let me know. This video is me being honest about how I feel at the moment. How I've felt for a very long time now. It's from Sunday morning, 20th of February, 2022. Unlike this preface that I'm writing on the 22nd of February, 1750, this video is not scripted. It's not rehearsed. On its own, it might understandably leave you a bit confused, and it took me 12 hours to bring myself to just set the equipment up. It took me many months, far too long, to get the courage, maybe desperation, to actually make it. It's me doing something that truly frightens me. If Clara's memory doesn't fail her, she could testify that I told her in June 2020 that I wanted to go public with my story. She was crossing the street, catching a bus, being upset with me, being disappointed. So I don't know whether she'll recall that sentence. I do, because I hate upsetting her. That kind of a snail's pace is just one example of the debilitating powers of toxic conditioning, deep depression, and terrible loneliness. In the following video, you'll see me cry. You'll see an old man publicly ask for much needed help. I am risking this video because there are a few things at stake. The smallish rest of my life, for one thing. It's highly unlikely that I have another decade. More importantly, a language learning method that, if it checks out, will help a lot of people speed learn English or German and eventually other languages. Really cool stuff. Might save the average learner many hundred hours of their lifetime. Time is precious. Let's not waste it. Even more importantly, the financial well-being of my loved ones. No, I'm not asking you for money, don't worry. And, most importantly, the friendship to the woman with the most beautiful core soul that I've ever encountered. I call her the little giant because she's so much bigger on the inside. And if I'm ever supposed to be happy again, I need to earn her forgiveness. So, here's me, showing you how I feel while simultaneously trying to make a little bit of sense. And while my ramblings understandably might not be totally bang on while I break down, also lots of grammatical mistakes and wardrobe malfunction and mentioning diabetes twice and whatnot, well, I've checked. There is some rational and constructive thought behind most of it, but I agree that additional explanation is needed to get the picture. So, this is me. This is a really scary video. And it's the first video that I'm uploading on YouTube that actually means something. But I just had another nervous breakdown. Well, just means 1800 yesterday. Now it's close to 6 o'clock in the morning. I still need to do this because I don't know what else to do. This is what my life has come to. I placed a few things like that cup and those books, yes, but the rest is genuine. I've tried to change as little as possible. This is how I sleep. On an unheated floor, a little bit of cardboard and, well, a traveling mat below me. Breathing toxic fibers from the sound absorbers that I've built. This is my place for the last 8 weeks or so. I'd have to check. And yeah, my life's pretty much a mess. And I'm scared all the time, and I feel worthless. And I'm completely alone. I'm here because my apartment doesn't have electricity and no internet. And it's a garbage dump because I don't function. I've asked everybody for help that I could find, and the results were all the same. And I don't know how to address this topic of being mentally ill. I hate this label because it's not what I mean, and it's not what it is. It's what you make of it. You immediately sort it into your box labeled mentally ill, even if I don't belong in there. And I'm scared of your reaction. I'm scared of you judging me. I'm scared of you saying no, because I'm asking for your help. And it's not much help. But I haven't got any help in the last 10, 15 years, and it shows. Everything's going downhill. My entire life is in free fall. Now, I'll be going into detail in a later video if I manage to do it. And I'm sorry that this is not an entertaining video or one that teaches you a lot. That this is just for me. It's not what YouTube is made for. But I need to ask for help, and I need to do it publicly, or I'll just die a completely worthless death. I'm in the deepest depression, and I don't like the word depression either, because it doesn't tell you anything. It's just the same. Everybody makes up their own idea of what depression means, and many people may think it just means, oh, he's a little bit sad. No, I'm basically unable to function. And I've found actually a clip that is very, very close to what I'm experiencing. That I want to do something and my mind decides not to do it. I'll have to do another video to explain that. But it just means that without outside help, I just don't follow through. No matter what I do, I almost always don't follow through. And if I wasn't suffering for that long, 2.5 years now at peak pain level, and if I didn't have another nervous breakdown, and if the person who tolerates me being here in his workshop basement, because up there it's just too cold, in his winter garden, then if they hadn't have this party up there, and me down here having a nervous breakdown, starting to laugh uncontrollably, a pretty disgusting, monotonous laugh, although nothing is funny about it. My arms starting to move frantically, as if I had to escape from a prison, and I can't. then I wouldn't do this. And it took me now from 19 o'clock till now, almost 6 o'clock in the morning, to do this. And I'm afraid that you'll just think I'm foolish, that I'm not worth any help. But I need to get my story out. This is what I need your help for. I need to get my story on video. Who I am, what I want, what's broken in me, and what it takes to fix it. Because I don't want to go on like this. I think so often about buying 10 liters of helium and a plastic bag and all it needs for me to have no pain anymore, to not suffer from a quadruple hell. Would be a few breaths. But I want my life to mean something, and I'm not a selfish person, because I'm a left-hander. I'll explain that in another video. It just means that I'm thinking of others. There are people who are important to me, and I don't want to leave them undefended. I don't want to leave them as if I had never lived, okay? There's my brother. I haven't spoken to my brother since December 2018. He's morbidly obese. And I can't help him without getting better. There's my former girlfriend, Uli, who could really use a helping hand and deserves it. There are so many language learners who deserve that I finish my language trainer and optimize it so they can learn 30 words an hour and be fluent much, much faster than if they used another method. Last but definitely not least, actually, first of all, there's a girl I call Clara. I call her Clara for privacy's sake. It's not her real name. Won't tell you where she's from. But we met and you have no idea how she looks in my eyes. Sorry, my English is not the best right now. She's just so terrific. And she actually bought me coffee when I looked like a hobo. She's so very kind. And right now she thinks I'm a piece of garbage. She thinks my inability to function without outside help, without a little bit support was voluntarily, and it's not. I ache to be in an environment where I can function so I can do what I want to do. Earn money instead of being a social parasite. For once in my life, be valuable again. And at least a little bit be worthy in her eyes. Being presentable. I'm living in an emotional and intellectual and social vacuum. I'm living outside society. And I want to make the most of that little time that I have left because I'm not healthy, okay? Small stuff is like water in my feet and diabetes and malnutrition and sleep deprivation and perpetual stress. Permanent flight or fight mode, and usually I'm flighting, which doesn't improve my situation. Feeling perpetually unworthy, feeling perpetually worthless, feeling ashamed, feeling guilty, feeling small, feeling like I'm not even a human being anymore, I'm just a problem. And I'm really not the dimmest bulb on this planet, and I'm skilled and I have talents, and I can't use any of that anymore. For years now, for a decade now. And I want to mean something. I really want to mean something before I go. Well, a little bit worse is having untreated diabetes. And probably cancer. I'll go into detail about that in a later video if I make some. So I care about the people I leave behind, and I want to show them that it was good knowing me. And I don't want just them to feel it. I want to leave some money behind. I want to work myself out of debt, and I know exactly how to do it. I just don't know how to get my brain to do it on my own. I'm not a good lone soldier. I can't just do it without anybody caring. That's why I'm asking your help. First step to helping me is please encourage me to get my story out. What I want, what I can give, what I need, how I can heal. I have all these answers. But I can't get them out because I'm afraid of you judging me, and I'm afraid of you being indifferent. I'm afraid of you showing me that I don't matter. Because everybody else does. The idea that when I ask somebody for help to save my life, they'll just say no. It is so deeply ingrained by now. My brain treats it like an emotional certainty. And my rational mind can say, no, it's not certain. If you ask enough people, one will say yes. My emotional brain doesn't give a shit. That's the truth. It just doesn't. So I'm asking you for help. Please encourage me. Please don't make fun of me. If you want to look down on me, then look down on me. It's okay, but please be silent about it. I beg you. I don't ask for that lightly. If I could do this myself, I would, and I've tried so often. And the only thing I can do is disappoint myself. I've become the least trustworthy person I know. Because all my willpower starves before I can finish anything. Because my willpower is chronically overworked, okay? Every good step feels bad by now. Because every step says maybe they don't like it. Maybe you won't finish. You haven't finished anything much. So why should you finish this one? My rational mind can say whatever it wants. Because actually I have a good grasp on reality. It's just my emotions don't give a shit, and my emotions decide what I do. Just like everybody. So please don't make it worse. Please, if you want to ridicule me, just walk away. And if you'd like to help, speak up. It's not much what I need. I don't need money. I don't need resources. I just need encouragement. I need encouragement that I can depend upon. I'd like to make a video about how to help me. If you're asking questions, then please make them open ones. Let me explain. And if you want to give advice, please don't. I'm 48 years old. I've learned so much about psychology. I know very, very well how I function. I know about therapists. I know about lifelines. I know about all that shit. I know about yoga. I know about sports. I know about meditation. Please, no advice. Just ask, just learn. Here's one very, very simple truth that has been proven again and again and again. Nobody, and I mean nobody, has ever nobody has ever figured me out by their experiences with others. Nobody. So, yeah, now it's on you. Now it's your part. Could you please leave a comment that is not terrible? Could you please make me explain? Because I want to. And maybe we can find something that I can do for you even in advance. I always strive for win-win. That's because I'm a left-hander. I don't see borders. Your problems are my problems. It's that simple. I mean, that has limits, but that's usually my mindset. I don't want to exploit anybody. Least of all, I want to exploit Clara. She has no idea. She has no idea who I really am. I think she sensed who I am at the very first start. And then very quickly it deteriorated. And I need to repair this before I go. And I want to die fighting. And I don't want my last fight to be pitiful, okay? I won't make it without your help. So please be kind. Please ask. And please don't leave me hanging. Because it's really terrible.
It's really terrible to feel like that every single day. And no pills and no therapists will help me like that. I need to change my life. The situation I'm in is like having nails in my feet. And I don't need pain medication, and I don't need to cut those feet off, and I don't need to learn how to live with steel nails in my feet. I need to pull these nails out, and I need my feet to heal, and then I need to run. I just don't want to continue crawling in my own shit with broken legs until I drown in it. Because that's what's happening. And it's definitely not what I want. So please, this is a little bit bigger than just pull yourself together. And this isn't solved with pills either. This is solved with a few people who dependably treat me like a human person and are not indifferent to what I want, and that I actually do it. I just need a few people who care. And I find it baffling that the simple act of dependable encouragement is treated by everyone I ask like it's moving the Himalayas. But it seems to be something that is really, really strange. Everybody for themselves, it seems. Well, I can't function like that. It's not in my nature because my right hemisphere is dominant, not my left one. That makes a real difference, and I'd like to make a video about that too. So I'm nearing the half-hour mark. And I'm asking you, please help. Please help me so I can help myself. Please help me so that I don't ask you to do for me. I'm asking you to maybe provide me with that little bit of humanity that I need in order to function. And to get my story out would be the first step. Thank you for your time. I'm so very afraid that this video will do nothing, or that I might not upload it, and I'll fail again. But I think this time I'll try to win. At least this I can do.